Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this
is your station.
Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM. Abuja.
Welcome to the Citizen FM News at 6. I'm Lawrence Umoite. The presidents of Benin Republic, Niger, and Guinea-Bissau were at the presidential villa in Abuja to visit their Nigerian counterpart, President Bola Tinubu. President Patrice Talon of Benin, Mohamed Bazoum of Niger, and Omar Embalo of Guinea-Bissau were received by the president at the forecourt of the presidential villa. Soon afterwards, he led the West African leaders into a private session at his office. While the specific agenda of the meeting is not yet public, it comes barely 9 days after President Tinubu assumed the chairmanship of the Authority of Heads of States of the Economic Community of West African States. The leaders are expected to discuss security and economic development in the sub-region. President Tinubu is likely to reiterate his stance on defending democracy in the sub-region given the spate of coups in recent years. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, says market forces are responsible for the rising pump price of petrol. Kyari spoke on Tuesday after a meeting with Vice President Kashim Shettima at the villa. He said with deregulation of the oil sector, market realities will force the price of petrol up sometimes and at other times force it down. The NNPCL boss said the increase in the pump price per litre of petrol from 540 naira to 617 naira is not a supply issue, assuring Nigerians that the country has robust supply of the vital commodity.
No, is that the market forces will regulate the market. Prices will go down sometimes it will go up, but there will be stability of supply, and I'm also assuring Nigerians that this is the best way to go forward so that we can adjust prices when market comes. I don't have the details this moment, but I know that our marketing wing acts just like every other company in this business. I know that a number of companies have imported petroleum products today, PMS. So many of them are online. I'm sure my colleague will confirm this. So market forces have started to play. People have started having confidence in the market, and the private sector people are now importing products. But there's no way they can recover their costs if they cannot take market reflective costs.
Meanwhile, the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmad, attributed the price hike to the global crude oil price increase. He also mentioned that changes in freight costs and other miscellaneous expenses that importers encounter during distribution contribute to price changes.
As a regulator, we are not going to put a cap on the price because we are not part of those importers. We are not a marketing company, we are just a regulator. So when you say market forces are working, basically what it is that you can see the price of crude going up. A couple of weeks or so ago, the price of crude was hovering around $70 per barrel. Now it's hovering about $80 per barrel. So of course, the crude price also drives the product price. Because the importers are importing, they are basing it on the cost of importation plus the freight plus other cost elements in terms of local distribution.
Commuters who have been reacting to the latest increase in pump price of petrol say the situation caught them unawares.
13,500. We're buying now 30-something thousand naira for my car now.
I'm not surprised because they can happen. Last week they were saying they don't add fuel to 700, but they deny it. But now actually it's happening.
My take is I don't know when NNPC are the one regulating our fuel now. If it is market forces, are other marketers also selling like that?
The Nigerian Navy says it has deactivated a boat laden with suspected stolen crude in Bayelsa State. It also said that troops of the naval ship NNS Saro recovered 2 AK-47 rifles, 6 AK-47 magazines, and 133 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition. The commander of the NNS Saro, Olushina Ojebode, a commodore, stated this during a news conference in Yenogwa.
Refining site, each having 2 large ovens and 2 large reservoirs laden with about 23,000 and 15,000 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil. This estimated to be worth more than 36 million naira. After a hot pursuit and sustained fire, criminals abandoned their boats and fled into the bushes. On exploitation of the site, the patrol team recovered 2 AK-47 rifles, 6 AK-47 magazines, and 133 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition.
The head of the European Union Election Observation Delegation to Nigeria, Ambassador Samuela Isope, says recent report of its independent election observer mission has no connection with the EU-Nigeria relations. She insisted that there were already talks on improving the existing strong relations. Isope disclosed this yesterday while briefing on the 2023 Erasmus Scholarship Award program to 135 Nigerians to study in various European countries.
It's not the first time that the Nigerian government, that the Nigerian election body invites the European Union to deploy an independent election observation mission. Actually, the European Union has been consistently and constantly deployed election observation mission since 1999. I think this was the 7th one. And every time the missions have offered report, and this is the objective, the purpose of those missions, is to offer reports about what happened, and more importantly, to offer recommendations. No, we don't think that there will be any impact.
Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has called for the reopening of unresolved cases of religious killings, the imposition of visa bans on those promoting religious violence, and the creation of a public holiday for traditionalists. Professor Soyinka called on the federal government and state governments to designate a public holiday for traditionalists similar to the holidays enjoyed by Christians and Muslims. He emphasized the need for equal recognition and respect for traditional religions in Nigeria.
It's about time we demanded, on behalf of traditional religion, an annual holiday like Islam and Christianity. We had enough of being second-class citizens in this nation. So, equal time, equal space, we demand public holidays. Demand it of state governments, local governments, and the federal government. We want an annual public holiday.
Justice Obiora Ikwetu of the Federal High Court in Abuja has affirmed an ex-Auditor General of Local Government in Kogi State, Usman Ododo, as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress for the November 11, 2023 governorship election in the state. Delivering judgment, Justice Ikwetu dismissed a suit that was brought before it by an APC governorship aspirant in the party, Abubakar Achimgu. In the suit, Achimgu claimed that Ododo's failure to resign within the statutory stipulated period amounted to a breach of Section 182 of the 1999 Constitution.
Contention as plaintiff was that they didn't resign because we conducted thorough search before coming to court and found that they didn't accompany any letter of resignation with their forms, expression of interest forms. However, when they answered back as they were entitled to do, they now exhibited those letters. So it was within our rights to respond as, okay, well, what you have submitted, this is our position on the matter. So what the court said was an otherwise argument was actually our response to their defense, because
Meanwhile, the Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has expressed his deepest sympathies to the Atta Igala and President of the Kogi State Council of Chiefs, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Matthew Okpaluwa Ogweche Akpa II, on the passing of his elder brother Prince James Faruna Opaluwa. Prince James Faruna Opaluwa passed away on Saturday after battling an illness. The governor described the late James Opaluwa as a dedicated community leader and a humble individual who devoted his life to the service of God and humanity. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund says it has witnessed a surge in the activities of fraudulent individuals and groups who devise all sorts of means to defraud stakeholders and unsuspecting members of the public in the name of the fund in recent times. In a statement, the Acting Director of Public Affairs of TED Fund, Abdul Mumin Oniyangi, revealed that the fund is witnessing myriads of fraudulent attempts and malicious allegations over a non-compromising stand by some unscrupulous individuals and groups. And on the foreign scene, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has said that arresting Vladimir Putin, if he chooses to attend a summit in Johannesburg next month, would be a declaration of war against Russia. The Russian president has been invited to attend a meeting of BRICS countries, but is the target of an international criminal court arrest warrant. The opposition Democratic Alliance had gone to court to try to force the authorities in South Africa, an ICC member, to carry out the arrest. And in sport, Nigeria continues its dominance of the Para Games as the nation's athletes won a total of 13 medals at the just concluded All-Africa Para Badminton Championship held in Kampala to top the medals table. Nigeria, represented by highly rated athletes, clinched 8 gold, 2 silver, and 3 bronze medals at the championship held in Kampala, Uganda. And that's the Citizen FM News at 6. I'm Lawrence Umaite. Good evening.